All right. 9 companies, 10 founders from all across the country, and of course, our very own backyard here in Colorado, each of whom has said, I'm all in. My name is Samuel Hauser. It is my pleasure to be talking to you from this stage as the program manager here at Access Mode. What you will hear today are, 1, founders who have striven incredibly hard to identify real-world issues and devise subsequent minimum viable products. 2, Q&As guided by our illustrious alumni. 3, gracious words from our very own Attorney General, Phil Weiser. Throughout our time today, I ask that you engage with eager attention, while also contemplating ways that you can continue to support each of these companies moving forward, helping them move that needle after today, all right? So from me and from the rest of the programming team here at Access Mode, let this be the first of many up-and-coming thank yous for you, our supporters, for your presence, and for also believing in what we're doing. So with that, I am so incredibly excited to introduce the very first company of Cohort 3, Rome.
The American dream is to own a home. Why does that experience suck, according to the homeowners that we have surveyed? Well, HOAs are self-governed by a board of residents who follow hard-to-understand covenants and bylaws that can lead to consequential lawsuits, juggling vendors, paying invoices on time, managing a mountain of requests, building a good credit score to obtain favorable mortgage and insurance rates. That's a lot, right? We've built Rome to make the American dream great again.
All right, excited to kick things off. How's everybody doing? Good? All right. My name is Jonathan, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Rome. Imagine Alicia, who has 10 years of residential property management experience. She just transitioned to a new job at Access Mode HOA Management. The transition from residential to HOA is going to be a breeze, right? No, HOAs are very different. They are self-governing entities with a board of directors, bylaws, compliance issues like violations, modifications, accounting, communication, and vendors. And we're excited to support the market of professional managers like Alicia. There's a substantial market. 53 million Americans live in 20 million professionally managed HOA units. With exciting growth prospects, 84% of all new single-family homes are part of an HOA. Our solution is an AI-driven management and financial services platform. For managers, we drive productivity. For residents, we increase financial accessibility and understanding of HOA documents. And for vendors, we create more transparent work orders. The HOA management software space is underserved. You have your general property management software incumbents like RealPage, Yardi, AppFolio that lack HOA-specific features given they're so broad. You have your HOA-specific incumbents like Vantica, Sync Systems, Tops Enumerate, all backed by private equity, but built user experiences that were popular several decades ago. And we're excited to deliver the best-in-class user experience and AI features. We're founders who deeply understand HOAs. I've been in property management for over a decade with past experiences at Box and Microsoft. My co-founder, Andres, built one of the first cloud-based HOA management software systems as a sole programmer. We'll scale through partners. First, Pacific Premier Bank. Secondly, NAREP. More to come during Q&A. On the product side, we've implemented 3 AI features to date. First is a chatbot that's localized to the association's governing documents with Q&A in any widely spoken language. Secondly is automating the accounts payable flow, streamlining the process from hours to minutes. And third is content generation in our integrated email, so that managers always infuse a level of professionalism to prevent future lawsuits. On the mobile side, we have portals for managers, residents, vendors, and even a traveler mode in early discussions with Denver International Airport's concessions team. Since incorporating in Q3 2023, we've implemented features such as accounting, to banking, to reports, to a chatbot. Our revenue model is 3-pronged. The primary lever is per transaction, things like mortgages, insurance, tenant screening, boosting your credit score. Join us in empowering managers like Alicia to support homeowners with their most significant investment. Let's make the American dream great again. Scan the QR code to learn more or to schedule a meeting. Thank you.
done, well done. I'm Tanya Porter, alumni from Cohort 1 with Zoptic, co-founder with Zoptic. Woo! So, great presentation, and I think a great market. What is it that makes you guys the right team to reimagine the HOA environment?
Thank you, Tanya. So all throughout my youth, my parents were property managers, so I got a chance to see firsthand what it took to work with residents on a day-to-day basis. And then I myself, in 2004, started working at a property management company in Georgia. This allowed me to see firsthand the software in this industry is very expensive and not at all full-featured like it could be. I took it upon myself to learn programming with the objective of replacing the software the company was using with my own creation. This gave me a chance to work one-on-one with property managers, association vendors, attorneys, and even a CPA to really create software that is tailored for this industry.
Great insight, yeah. You definitely know the market. What can you share more about how Rome is going to work with partners down the road?
Sure. First, we will work with banks that have HOA divisions or any banks that want to improve their loan-to-deposit ratio. If you're an interested bank, come talk to us afterwards. For Pacific Premier, they work with HOAs across 37 states. Their HOA division has increased deposits from $250 million to $2.5 billion in the past 10 years. For Pacific Premier, they've scaled those deposits by working with HOA management software vendors like us, who provide the front end. The president of their HOA division flew into Denver last month to meet with us in person. Secondly, we'll work with trade associations like NAREP, which is the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals. It's the largest Hispanic business organization in the US with over 40,000 professionals across 100 chapters. We've had several productive meetings with their co-founder, who's an influential real estate entrepreneur.
Wow, great. Talk about your platform. So you give us a little description about the AI features that you've got implemented and why you went that way.
Well, my previous experience creating HOA software has led me to the realization that a major time sink in management is communication. Imagine you're a homeowner trying to get in contact with your property manager. You leave messages and voicemails and to no response. It's a little frustrating. At the same time, as a property manager, you're inundated with phone calls, emails, requests for information on a daily basis. We've created AI that generates the first working draft so the manager can stay in communication by focusing on the issue at hand. Another time sink is data entry. For example, accounts payable. We use AI to OCR scan and pick out the key values of the invoice, like amount due, date due, vendor name, association name, et cetera, and really automate the workflow.
Great, great. And how do you see this growing into any other adjacent markets that will benefit from your product?
Yeah, great question. So the next real estate vertical that we'll target is airport management. Thanks to Access Mode for really helping us think through that. So from conversations with Denver International Airport's concessions team, they're using software that slows them down and looks like Windows 95. Similar to how no one should use a BlackBerry in this current age of touchscreen smartphones, we want to empower property managers with a more elegant, modern software solution that drives productivity, collaboration, and supports local businesses.
Wow, that's great. Good job, guys, and we wish you all the best of luck.
Thanks, Tanya.
Every scroll, every tap, every light, they're all contributing to a silent crisis gripping our generation. Anxiety and depression are rampant, fueled by the very screens we can't seem to put down. It's something we're all too familiar with, and it's time to break free. But MoveSpot is the app that's changing the way we connect and fight this silent epidemic. But the question remains, will we let our screens define us, or will we rise above?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Carl White III, the CEO and founder of MoveSpot. Here at MoveSpot, we develop a mobile app that offers an authentic networking experience unlike any other. Instead of keeping users scrolling on our platform, we empower them to create events on the go, putting them back in real life. We call it making moves. Just last year, it was reported that 61% of Gen Z has been diagnosed with anxiety, making this a significant societal issue. Excessive social media use leads to increased depression, low self-esteem, and even suicidal thoughts. This problem highlights an immediate need for action. Members of Gen Z spend an average of 9 hours per day on their devices. That's nearly over a third of their lives spent looking at a phone screen. The total market valuation of the social networking and ticketing sector is a remarkable $1 trillion. The reason this number is so high is because Gen Z and millennials account for 43% of the world's total population. The scale of this audience is massive. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, did an interview on CNN where he spoke about the detrimental mental health impacts that come along with not limiting your screen usage. Recognizing this problem, MoveSpot steps in as a solution. We are prioritizing genuine connections over screen addiction. In a league of its own, MoveSpot separates itself from competition by providing more than just virtual connections. We're a supportive community. We provide mental health check-ins, live location features, and a community where users can receive enriching experiences. Our team, including our CTO, Seth Ezra, our marketing coordinator, and the skill development team of 6, deeply understands and has faced the same problem that Gen Z and millennials are currently facing today. And also learning from mentors and advisors who have gone on to raise millions of dollars has enabled us to elevate our business to the next level. With features such as the time map and create a move, users can customize their experiences while forming authentic relationships. Through over 40 partnerships, including with industry giants like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, MoveSpot is expanding its reach. And did I mention we also have 1,300 App Store ratings and a perfect 5 out of 5 App Store rating? The sky is definitely not the limit for it. Thank you. MoveSpot's revenue model includes ticketing, sponsorships, and subscription offerings. These sustainable forms of revenue promote sustainable growth and also enhance our user experience. With ticketing companies charging fees ranging as high as 10%, MoveSpot's 2% transaction fee enables our event hosts to significantly increase their revenue. Join MoveSpot today and embark on a journey of authentic connections and unforgettable experiences. Get off your phone and join us in real life. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Vivian. I'm the co-founder of Legislate, and I'm from Cohort 2. So tell me, why is this platform so important for today's context?
So the MoveSpot journey started over 7 years ago in a dorm room with double bunk beds in the middle of Reedley, California. I know none of you probably even heard of that place. When Carl and I decided to stop playing football to pursue this business, we overcame many odds on that journey, but we had 2 non-negotiables. Number one is we decided we were never gonna quit, no matter what. We were gonna keep going, keep pushing. Thank you.
That's amazing.
And secondly, something that's really important to me in my heart is we had to prove to the people back home where we're from, East Atlanta, that you don't have to know how to dribble a basketball or catch a football just to make it out of your environment. You can truly do anything you put your mind to. And I think that's what makes MoveSpot so important is it's not just what we're doing with the platform that's so great. I mean, it is amazing, but it's the journey. It's the reason we're sitting in this room right now that's really impactful.
That's so powerful. Thank you. So what would motivate or push someone to try or use MoveSpot?
I would say the main motivation would be getting an authentic social experience. So every social platform of today is solely focused on keeping you on their platform for extended hours of time. But with MoveSpot, our main goal is to give you a genuine social experience. We don't want you on our platform for hours. We have mental health check-ins. We send out daily motivational quotes. So it's much more than just connecting people. We want to make sure they're getting the genuine connection that they need.
MoveSpot motivation.
Yeah. Okay, that's amazing. Can you share any more upcoming developments or features that MoveSpot is currently working on to improve your platform?
Yes, certainly. So we think that removing the view and the count of likes and comments on a post actually reduces that sense of validation that we see with social media nowadays, alongside with actually encouraging our users to actually get off their phones and get out into the real world by creating moves and events. We feel that AI-generated wellness support is something that's really important to us and something that we plan to use to drive traction in the future. and also partnering with mental health professionals, whether that's them coming in and giving us tips and advice on ways to make the platform better, or actually allowing our users to be able to connect with them and find ways to actually increase their mental health. I mean, as you see the quote, it says, use social media for your increase, not your decrease. We feel that MoveSpot is the tool to get that power back to our users that's been taken away from Gen Z millennials.
Well, you have me sold. I personally would try it myself.
Thank you, thank
I
you.
wish you the best in your journey.
Next up, we have ECS Digital.
Navigating the complex maze of environmental regulations has never been more challenging for the construction industry. The result? A staggering $3.7 billion in fines last year alone, not to mention costly delays and irreversible environmental damage. But what if there was a solution? One that transforms compliance from a burden into a streamlined process, saving time, reducing errors, and keeping up with regulations. Introducing ECS Digital, the future of environmental compliance in construction for a more sustainable future.
Hello and welcome. My name is Jessica Acosta, and I am the CEO and founder of ECS Digital. They say construction is tough as nails, and being in the industry for over 20 years, I can certainly vouch for that. But guess what's tougher? Environmental compliance. The construction industry faces a significant challenge managing complex environmental regulations, and the lack of compliance leads to significant project delays, costly fines, and irreversible environmental harm. ECS Digital offers a comprehensive solution designed to lower cost, maximize adherence to the regulations, and also lowering the potential for these fines and penalties. Our product is specifically designed with, it's a complete platform that offers features like a mobile application for conducting inspections in the field, as well as a web portal that gives you project insights. And it includes an AI chatbot that provides contractors with expert guidance in the field. ECS Digital leads with innovation. Starting with our AI chatbot, it's our unique offering. Also providing features unlike the existing solutions where they're limited in terms of capabilities. We offer features like permit tracking, automated notifications, as well as advanced analytics. The market. The construction industry is a $15.9 trillion industry, and with a rising demand for environmental software at a 9% annually, ECS Digital is targeting a significant market. Colorado alone signifies 75 million annually of this opportunity for a solution like ours. Our revenue model is a subscription model that includes, it's scalable per user and per project, and it includes options for integrations as well as for premium features, giving us revenue and growth potential. Our team, this is the foundation of our innovation, and we are a team of experts bringing over 20 years of expertise, each of us, in areas of construction, environmental compliance, and technology, and business scalability. So we are seeking strategical partners to advance our development, and also to grow our team and to boost our marketing efforts. Your support is crucial. Any client referrals would be welcome. Also, please share our story on LinkedIn or any of your preferred social platforms so that this would help our growth and impact. Join me in transforming the environmental compliance in the construction industry for a more sustainable future.
Well, hey, I am Brandon Peterkin, founder of Finished, and I am from Cohort 2. First off, fantastic job. So let's begin. So can you explain your go-to-market strategy and how it aligns with your sales forecast for this coming year?
Yes, our go-to-market strategy starts with our existing clients. We already have a significant book of existing clients, and we are planning on transforming or converting those into our platform once we launch, and also partnering with trade associations and regulatory agencies with programs like the Colorado Stormwater Excellence Program. It's how we intend to penetrate the market initially.
That's amazing. Good job.
Thank you.
So, AI, it's an amazing technology. So can you highlight the role of your AI chatbot, Eric, and other prime features of your platform and how they differentiate you?
Yeah, so since we are, right now we're consultants doing this work, so we pretty much are clients of our own platform. We have done an extensive research on what are the features of the existing solutions and what are they lacking. So our design is specific to cover those gaps. And so we are the first solution that offers that expert advice with that chatbot at the tip of their finger, at the tip of their fingers in the field. And so that's they can ask questions such as what are some of the regulations that apply to their specific project and location, and the bot would be able to provide that guidance.
That is amazing. When you think about the technology in this field, like you're kind of spearheading that direction for the sector, so that's amazing. Now, this is actually your second iteration of this platform. I know that you've done some customer feedback. How has that shaped your journey? How has that, what did that validation process look like for you?
Yes, and certainly. So this is our second MVP of this solution, and we have done several interviews with existing clients, getting their feedback on what was important to them, what they liked and what they didn't like as far as the existing solutions and what they thought they missing. So really, we incorporated all of that in this MVP so that we could address that.
Amazing. Well, you are doing amazing things, and I'm excited to see where you guys go in the future, and we wish you well.
Thank you.
All right, next up, we have Goit.
Today, shopping online is a lot like selecting a chocolate from a Valentine's sampler box. So many to choose from, and you have no clue which is the right one until you've bit into it and it's too late. But it doesn't have to be that way. There's a better way to shop. One way you have confidence that you've made the right decision. Introducing Goit. We help consumers make informed purchases by leveraging video reviews created by real customers with real experiences. Shop smarter with Goit today.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Johnny Gibson, and I'm co-founder and CEO of Goit. We help e-commerce websites grow by leveraging the free user-generated content on social media platforms. I want to introduce you to Allison. Allison just got into cycling, and she's looking for her first e-bike. She goes to Google, searches for best e-bikes, finds a few websites, goes to a few product pages, but she's still confused on which one to buy. At some point, she finds herself scrolling through YouTube, hoping that somebody can guide her in the right direction. How many of you all have experienced something very similar? All right. Well, it turns out 83% of consumers are just window shopping when they're online. They're finding websites, finding products, and leaving the website to go to social platforms like YouTube and TikTok to look for video reviews from other people. Sorry about that. For a website, this is called churn. And because we have this experience, 97% of all e-commerce ads and SEO fails to convert into a purchase. To fix that, we believe that if websites simply add more of what window shoppers are leaving their websites to go and look for directly to the product pages, window shoppers will stay engaged for longer and convert at a higher rate. That's why the MVP product that we've built is an installable website plugin that goes directly onto e-commerce websites' products pages, and it auto-curates videos from social platforms and puts them directly into product pages. And once installed, it can curate videos from over 300 million content creators and provide analysis on exactly how each video should impact the product page. Up until Goit, the closest you could get to something like this is to install a text review plugin or to use an expensive service to embed channels and feeds and that sort of thing into random pages of your website. What we've learned is that most of the churn happens from the product page, and it's less than ideal to do that. And also, today, most consumers have trust text reviews. Now, how do we make money? Our business is B2B SaaS, and we sell directly to e-commerce websites and marketplaces. And our market is huge. It's about 13 million e-commerce websites. That's about 14 billion product pages that our plugin can be installed on. During access mode, we've made quite a bit of progress. We started with just an idea, and we built our MVP products after having 50 user interviews. We brought on a technical co-founder, and we spent the last quarter of our time testing go-to-market strategies. And what we've learned is that our time is best spent prospecting marketplaces and agency partnerships. And as we continue, we'll continue to test our go-to-market, and we'll iterate as we bring on new customers. We're a team of highly creative technical founders, advisors, and partners with a combined 50 years of experience in startups, e-commerce businesses, and software. And if we don't do this work, 91% of e-commerce businesses will continue to fail. That's why we're fundraising to reach our early revenue milestones of $25,000 in monthly recurring revenue and to achieve some early signs of product market fit. Also, if anyone knows any marketplace owners or e-commerce businesses, we'd be grateful for an introduction. My name is Johnny Gibson, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you. All right.
Awesome. Thank you, Johnny.
All right, thank you.
Hey, I'm Marcella, co-founder of Mascot U. We participated in Cohort 2 of Access Mode. So, Johnny, how did you land on this idea? Why social reviews?
Yeah, it's a really good question. So this idea is actually born out of another project I was working on. I was building a product search engine. It was supposed to be similar to like a Google for products. And when I started using that, I noticed that there was a lot of reviews, product reviews, just siloed in like TikTok and YouTube. So I went to ask the websites. I'm like, hey, why aren't you using this free content? I mean, it's free. You can just embed it. And what we found out was, one, they can only embed maybe 1 or 2 videos before it starts to slow their pages down. And then they didn't know that they could use other people's videos. They were only embedding their own. So knowing that, we leaned in, and here we are.
Love that. Thank you.
Awesome.
You mentioned you spent some time testing go-to-market channels during the program. Can you elaborate more on what you've learned?
Yeah, absolutely. So we spoke to a lot of e-commerce businesses, and each was different. And given that there's 13 million, we realized that our time is best spent talking to marketplaces and not necessarily going to each and every e-commerce business. It's just hard to reach them, and it's pretty expensive. So going to marketplaces will give us some leverage to grow a lot quicker. And yeah.
Thanks, Johnny. One last question for you. Where do you see Goit in the next 6 months?
Absolutely. So we're dead set on reaching product market fit. We really want to build something that adds real value and helps these businesses grow. And we're also really focused on hitting our revenue milestones. So I see us doing that over the next 6 months and growing beyond.
Awesome. Best wishes to you and the team on all of this.
Awesome. Thank you.
Next up is Booked.
Hi, my name is Kalade, and I'm the founder and CEO of Booked. Every year, event organizers in the US are losing out on $3 billion, which causes them burnout, stress, and frustration due to the lack of having proper tools to manage their event business. Booked is here to solve that. We're a one-stop management platform for event organizers to simplify their core business functions so that they can focus on what matters to them, managing their business.
All right. Events are meant to help us connect and de-stress. However, event organizers are constantly disconnected and stressed due to having to repurpose tools for their event business. Hi, everyone. My name is Kalade, as you must have heard earlier. And what's the pain point? What's the problem today? 73,000 event organizers in the US are currently wasting 1 hour on average per event repurposing tools to manage their event business, which means they're losing out on hosting 20 additional events per year, which translates to $3 billion on top revenue for event organizers. Booked is here to solve that. So what's the pain point? Today, event organizers are restricted to 7 days or more after hosting their events to get access to their earnings. In addition, they have to juggle multiple tools across multiple platforms to manage their event business. Booked is a one-stop shop. We connect the dots for event organizers to sell and issue tickets, do guest relationship management, so things like push notifications, SMS blast, email blast, and we give them instant access to their funds or earnings after hosting their events. When it comes to the competition, for example, Eventbrite, they restrict event organizers from getting instant access to their earnings after hosting their events. When it comes to time savings, event organizers have to connect makeshift tools just to run their event business. Booked has an in-house proprietary process that ensures that we can de-risk funds so that event organizers can get instant access to their funds after hosting the event. Our customers have compared us side by side with existing solutions today, and they say Booked is by far the simplest solution for event management. Our business model is a $3.99 base fee per ticket, or 10% of the ticket price, whichever is greater. We've also identified additional revenue streams, so subscription from our event organizers and pay-as-you-go for value-added services. Our team. I'm a multi-time founder with technical experience. Our head of sales, Abe, comes from Greenhouse ATS with sales leadership experience. And our head of design has led a team of designers at TopTal, one of the world's leading talent agency. In the last year and a half, we've done over $350,000 in GMV and on track to double that this year. If you want to learn more about our journey, please scan our QR code as we build the event platform. Thank you.
We had only met online, so I'm excited to meet him in person. Patsy Landaveri, founder of Impacto, Cohort Uno. So, Kalade, given your experience as a multi-time founder, can you share with us some of the lessons learned from those endeavors that have helped you with Booked today?
Absolutely. So, a lot of the times when you go through building a business more than once, you think it's a failure, but I shifted that to thinking it's a huge learning opportunity. And one of the biggest lessons has been, customer obsession, right? The customers have the problem, they have the answers, and you have the questions. So it's been paying attention to the market because the event industry also is at least 30 years back in, technology deficit. So listening to our customers and making sure that, we're keeping up to date.
That's great. And it's impressive how you already have a solid customer base. Can you tell us a little bit more about that target market?
Yeah, absolutely. So at Booked, we always start everything with a thesis, right? It's always an assumption. You go out and test that thesis, right? So our customer base, we realized through this experiment or thesis that most event organizers that we serve are people that have been hosting events for 2 years plus. Why? They've already built the muscle in hosting events and promoting events. They've also collected data in the past 2 years plus that we can help them unlock some insights and grow their business. So yeah, that's literally been how we've been growing the engine.
That's great. And can you also share with us, as you go forward, what are going to be some of the go-to-market strategies that you're going to utilize?
I can't say it enough. If anyone is building a business, you're not building for yourself, right? You have to go back to the why, and you're building for the customers, right? And so for me, I get out of my head when I'm saying, oh, I'm doing this for me, and I go back to customer obsession, and I think that's the field that helps us get to the next level.
I agree. Customer obsession is a great thing. Considering there's a very competitive landscape, how would you go about establishing a dominant position?
Absolutely. I mentioned earlier that, there's a lot of technological deficit, right, in, what current platforms are doing. And so what we're going to do is keeping up to date to, one, listening to the customers, what do they want, and making sure that we're never, behind when it comes to technology. And, I think there's nothing better than that if you want to win. Listen to your customers, listen to your customers.
That's right. I'm really excited about your journey, Kalade. Wishing you the best.
Thank you, Patsy.
All right, next up we have Quiver.
42% of women report being dissatisfied with their sex lives. With a 38% reduction in productivity in both their personal and professional lives, women also experience difficult to reverse impacts on their mental and physical health. What if I told you there's a solution designed to put women right where they should be, in full control of their sexual journey? Quiver, because every woman, everywhere, deserves informed pleasure.
Hi, I'm Amber Joy, CEO and founder of Quiver, and I used to not know the difference between my vulva and my belly button. It's been quite the journey getting here. So imagine feeling like your sex life could be better, but the information you deserve can be as elusive as the female orgasm. Here's the deal. Women are not a monolith. We vary in everything from our lived experiences all the way to our sexual needs, wants, and desires. Current solutions designed to inform a woman's journey simply fail to address those nuances. But there's a solution. The solution is Quiver. Our app-based community empowers women to take control of her own sexual happiness, putting her right in the driver's seat of her own journey, allowing us as Quiver to say, yes, we are living up to our mission that every woman everywhere should have informed pleasure. And the market for sexual wellness is vast and rapidly growing. Currently at $11 billion, it's expected to hit $20 billion by 2030, putting Quiver right in the sweet spot of a market primed and ready for innovation. It's where it's at, by the way. And our competition, this is where we're rolling them over and kicking them out the bed, you guys. You see platforms like Flow, started by two gentlemen, use a one-size-fits-all approach, whereas Quiver recognizes the unique sexual position of every woman in her life, so everything from the content we push her all the way to her e-commerce experience is all curated for the user. And our team of professionals ranges all the way from technology experts to psychology experts, bringing a wealth of information to the table. I myself, as a former human resources executive, understands the power of a well-balanced team, and I'm happy to say that, yes, we have just hired a CTPO. And our product, it's an ecosystem of support. You get curated content, our user data-informed e-commerce experiences, along with our popular sister circles, off-app events, which help us grow our community and instill a feeling of trust and belonging within Quiver. And our revenue model is simple yet scalable. You can either be a monthly subscriber or an annual subscriber. Between our off-app events, curated content, you've got our Quiver shop, they all further help to monetize our model. You see, Quiver is not just an app, It is a movement. We are empowering every woman everywhere to have the sexual experience that she deserves, and also forever changing the landscape of how we discuss women's pleasure. And yes, before I forget, I now know the difference between my vulva and my belly button. And if you'd like to know more about it, or perhaps quiver, I highly encourage you to scan our QR code. And thank you.
Y'all, I'm stoked to be doing this Q&A. All right, who's ready? I'm Crystal Egley. I'm the co-founder of InclusiveGuide.com from Cohort 2. Amber,
Yes.
so Quiver has effectively identified a gap in the sexual wellness market, recognizing that we're not all the same, right, ladies? Are we all the same?
No, we are not.
And that individualized pleasure in experience is really essential. How did you realize that this was the market that needed attention? And could you share more about the Quiver community?
Absolutely. So I was married for 17 years and divorced and was viciously thrown back into the dating game and realized that I didn't really know what I liked because my pleasure never really mattered. So I started talking to everybody, all the women at the grocery store, my son's football games, you name it. I have talked to hundreds of women, and everyone is willing to say, yep, I have the same problem. And so I figured out that, yes, there's got to be an answer to this market, right? And also, our wait list is climbing. I looked this morning, we set a goal before the app is released mid this month, and the goal was 100, and I looked this morning, we were at 92, so we're making some big strides. Thank you.
All right, so I think we can get 8 more people in here. So you mentioned that you recently secured a CTPO. Aside from money, what else would be beneficial for Quiver at this moment to expand your reach and truly provide every woman everywhere informed pleasure?
Yes, so yes, we are currently raising money, but everybody take out your phone. Ladies, scan that QR code, get on the wait list. That will help us tremendously. When you enter a room, talk about Quiver. I'll give you some tips on how to do that. And also, gentlemen, for every woman in your life, you can scan that QR code as well, because every woman everywhere does deserve pleasure.
Amen. What do you say to folks, though, who can't see beyond the stigma and sex toys?
Okay, so we're more than sex toys, and we're growing beyond that stigma, right? So First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, has started the Women's Health Initiative, and that'll get hundreds of millions of dollars in federal funding. So we already know that the stigma is starting to go away, but also with the rise of menopause tech, femtech in general, we know that there's a market that's turning around and saying, yep, women deserve this attention.
Yes, we do. Let's hear it for Quiver.
All right, moving right along. Next up, we have Ziga.
Damari Taplin, founder and CEO of Ziga. Lots of solo business owners struggle to find the right partner to work with. It can feel pretty lonely out there. Ziga is here to change that. We make it easy to find a perfect co-founder, turning loneliness into teamwork. Let's make entrepreneurship less lonely and more impactful.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Damari Taplin, founder and CEO of Ziga. With a large amount of solo entrepreneurs in the United States alone, our mission is to shorten and simplify the process for entrepreneurs searching for a co-founder. Let's be honest, searching for a co-founder absolutely sucks. Did you know that 8 out of 10 businesses fail in the first 2 years due to the inability to build a team? And 80% of entrepreneurs are solo and struggling to find a compatible match. This process can be time-consuming, stressful, and you may start to feel lonely. Let's fix this. Imagine a solution where you can network without draining your spirit. With Ziga, you can get 5 weeks of networking done in just 5 minutes. With a curated list of solo founders and ongoing business projects to choose from, this streamlines the process of finding your perfect match. Unlike LinkedIn or Bumble Biz, we only allow entrepreneurs to join a network. This streamlines the process to finding your perfect match. With Ziga, entrepreneurs are able to create ongoing projects showcasing where they are and where they need help. Our team has over 15 years of experience in business management, software development, and entrepreneurship. We fully understand the process of finding a co-founder and understand how this can impact your growth. We are dedicated to making a difference in how entrepreneurs build meaningful partnerships. We built a user-friendly application that empowers entrepreneurs to navigate the co-founder search with ease. Comprehensive user profiles, ongoing business projects, voice networking, and so much more. Our premium memberships allows users to browse with no limitations. Smart filters, no Google ads, unlimited messages, and so much more. We are dedicated to making a difference in the way entrepreneurs build meaningful partnerships. We consider ourselves to be the ultimate wingman for entrepreneurs tired of flying solo. Stop wasting time digging through the crowd and get 5 weeks of networking done in just 5 minutes with Ziga. What's going on, my man?
I am Ty with Lucivi. My co-founders and I have the honor of being in cohort number 1. All right, Damari, that was awesome. Ziga, game-changing for entrepreneurs out there to be able to find and connect with one another. So to that end, where can they download Ziga?
Oh, well, Ziga is currently only available for iOS, so that's Apple devices. But the web app is expected to launch on the 19th of this month, April, and the Android version is launching just next month.
Congrats. So traction, that's everything. Investors really look closely at that, don't they, investors? But traction can be had in many different forms, whether it's revenue, whether it's partnership agreements, whether it's customer signups. So can you speak to where Ziga is at as far as traction?
Yeah, so thanks for asking that so I can let everybody know. So we are just under 1,900 users and we over 20 paid users. So we're going up. Last year we had roughly around 400, so way more than double.
That's fantastic. All right, AI. AI, as we all know, is the word du jour, right? It's everywhere, but that's because people recognize that AI helps businesses do business better. And so as far as making Ziga an even more effective product, do you have any plans of integrating AI into your platform?
Thank you so much for asking that question because I do want to let everybody know we just installed a AI chat box into the application that works as a co-founder buddy. So this co-founder buddy pretty much educates the user to let them know exactly what they need in a business partner so they won't be searching for something that they actually don't need.
Nice, brilliant. All right, the last hard-hitting question. What's in a name? Well, for a company, a name means a lot, right? It's the foundation for their brand, their identity. It's the first impression that people will have of them. So Ziga, what's up with that? Where did the name Ziga come from?
Well, so Ziga, the origin is it's German. It means protected by victory, or victory protects us. The reason we chose that name is because our mission is to lead entrepreneurs to victory with the right business connection.
All right, well, Danke.
That's all you got? Okay.
Danke. Hey, Damari Taplin, Ziga, everybody.
All right, 2 more. Next up, we have funnel cake.
When did shopping get so hard? It used to be so fun to go find your favorite pair of Jordans, or go cop that latest Supreme drop. Now, you don't even know where to look. Lucky for you, Funnel Cake is here. Working closely with the top boutique and consignment stores across the country, we are here to make shopping easy and fun. With tons of brands and sizes to choose from, Funnel Cake is looking to change the way consumers discover and shop for all things in streetwear culture. Shop in store or online, it's time to make shopping fun again.
What's going on,
on, everybody. My name is JR Austria, and I am the CEO and founder of Funnel Cake. Funnel Cake is a private members club for the modern tastemaker. When Airbnb first started, you could only rent a room. As their business expanded, they saw a major opportunity in experiences. Wherever you went, you were paired with a curated guide who would provide you the help and support you needed. Today, when you're looking for your next pair of Air Jordans, or you want to cop a Supreme tee, you have to rely on third-party online services, or walking into Champs, Flight Club, or Foot Locker, where no one knows your name or your size. With Funnel Cake, that changes. There are a few layers in the market we're looking to attack, with a primary focus on sneakers and streetwear. As our business grows and expands, we also see an amazing opportunity with the retail SaaS market as well. As seen on the screen, the streetwear market's around $185 billion, while the sneaker resale market is around $2 billion, with the retail SaaS market being $50 billion. Plenty of pie for us to eat. Funnel Cake is here to change the shopping experience in both sneakers and streetwear. We are connecting local, retail, and consignment stores with customers online and in person. We make it easy to find everything you need in one place. Currently, consumers in our space have to rely on sketchy meetups or third-party peer-to-peer apps such as Goat, StockX, or eBay. What makes Funnel Cake different is we partner exclusively with top retail and consignment stores to serve them through in-person reservations or through on-demand concierge service. Our team has over 15 years of combined experience across several hypergrowth tech companies, including DoorDash, Dropbox, HubSpot, and Acorns. Our head of brand design has led the creative direction at top streetwear companies such as Union, Fear of God, and Undefeated. Our product offers unique features found nowhere else in the space. Through our curated membership program, we offer exclusive access to our networks of stores, as well as provide special membership discounts to all of our community. As far as our revenue model, we offer a consumer-facing subscription program starting at $50 a month, all the way to $100. And on the business side, we offer 2 entry points to get businesses on board at $250 and $500, with the opportunity to scale into advertising, inventory management, and logistics. So the next time you're looking to drop a bag, make sure you think of Funnel Cake.
Hello, my name is Kyle Colley. I am part of Bookem, and we are part of Cohort too. I like the shoes. First, I would start off by saying that. So you talked a little bit about consignment stores and retail stores. Can you tell us a little bit about the difference for those that are not in the market?
Yeah, definitely, Kyle. So in regards to a consignment store, it would be an entrepreneur like yourself, like JR, like me, or anyone in this room, right? You have several angles for you to get your product, whether if it's having a bulk reseller that you already have a relationship with that'll get products at a little bit above market so you can be able to have enough margin to make your revenue, as well as having people like JR who go to the stores or consider runners, if you will, that stand in line, get the product for you at retail and allow you to have your maximum profit margin, right? And then you have other people that you trust that you can be able to bring you product at whatever price that you negotiate with them and you make your business that way. Now, on a retail side, you have your Nordstrom's Rack, you have your Neiman Marcus, you have Foot Locker, you have Nike, or when you buy from them, you buy direct from the retail store, which is the consumer, right? Meaning that it comes directly from Nike, New Balance, Jordan, or wherever the case may be. Now, the sneakers that I have on my feet today, you can be able to go get retail because they just dropped a couple weeks ago. Now, the sneakers that JR has on his feet are anywhere from like 12 to about $2,000. And when they reached out, when they released a couple years ago, they're probably at like $3,000 at its most. Today, you couldn't be able to get that at any retail store that you went to.
Yeah, and the sneaker market's a big market. And you all talked a little bit about your revenue models. I'd be interested to hear like some of your projections.
Definitely. So in the first year, we were expected to have 10,000 users at $562,000 of revenue, and that is strictly on our consumer side. I did not take into account our B2B revenue and our other auxiliary revenue streams, only because I didn't want to puff up the numbers, knowing that there's going to be a little bit of volatility, and then the way that we're growing, I want to be able to make sure that it's sticky before I just give you some hockey stick numbers.
Yeah, of course. And Denver's not the biggest shoe market. So were you guys starting in Denver with the stores, or where are you going to start?
Great question. So JR and I are from LA originally, so we're going to start in LA. That's one of the biggest hubs next to New York. And once we get a critical mass of 500 users, we're going to go to New York, the second biggest hub. And then from there, we're going to sprinkle in something here in the summer in Denver. Don't want to leave Denver out, right? We connected with a local restaurateur along with some other folks that want to do something with us and our sneakerheads. So very blessed and humbled to do something with them.
Yeah, congratulations, and yeah, bring your dope sneakers to Colorado.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good luck, Regis.
All right, what a journey we have been on. We have one presentation left. Last but certainly not least, Co-Voice.
Hola, mi nombre es Regis y yo soy el executive de Cohort. Si quiero, hold on. I know what some of you are thinking. You're clearly thinking, I thought he was black. I am black. I'm what they call Afro-Latino, but I want to talk about the disconnect you may have felt right now. There's 67.8 million people that feel similarly disconnected the way you may have felt right now. In fact, it's one of the root problems with the migrant crisis here, where we don't have enough people that can clearly speak with the immigrants. It's the same for businesses. If those businesses can't speak the same language as the people that walk through their doors, it makes those potential customers feel ignored. And it creates huge financial losses. I don't know if you know this, but 67.8 million is 11 times the population of Colorado. Man, imagine living in a world where you have no voice. Okay, hopefully you're wondering, well, what's the solution, Regis? It's Co-Voice. With Co-Voice, we solve the language barrier issue by making interpreters available using any mobile device. With Co-Voice, we allow businesses to communicate with their non-language speaking customers and vice versa, removing the scheduling hassles of working with multiple parties, long ways to get a hold of an interpreter, and high costs, allowing businesses to grow their clientele way faster. With Co-Voice, we allow businesses to get access to an interpreter in less than 15 seconds, making us faster than any over-the-phone interpreting services like this company called Language Line Solution, for example, where it takes forever to get a hold of an interpreter. We also provide easy back and forth communication with 100% accuracy with our human interpreters, making us better than Google Translate. But don't tell them I said that. We also provide options. You can choose between our human interpreters and our AI interpreters. In fact, as you can see here, we can get you access to a human interpreter in just 3 buttons. But if that takes a long time, we can get you access to an AI interpreter in just 1 click. The reason why I'm showing this is just to show you how easy it is to empower the voices of our users. So you're probably asking yourself, who's this amazing team behind Co-Voice? Thank you for asking. I built a powerhouse team, starting with my co-founder, who's worked with some of the top ad agencies and worked with some of the top brands like Nike and McDonald's. I also have a tech founder, who I gotta give him a shout out, he's back there, who's helped build a business to $260 million in over 4 years. I also have an international dev team that understands firsthand the problem we're trying to solve. With Co-Voice, we offer an unlimited interpreting plan for on-demand AI services for up to the top 15 languages in the United States. We also offer a pay-by-use option for human and AI interpreters. In fact, where the industry standard for interpreters is $2.50 to $6 a minute, our interpreters charge 45 cents to $1 a minute, providing the same expert services for way less. With Co-Voice, we're creating a world free of language barriers. A world where an Afro-Latino son of immigrant parents can come in front of you amazing people and not have you feel disconnected when I speak Spanish, but brought together by the vision that Co-Voice is trying to create. If you want to embrace the future Co-Voice is creating, please scan our QR code, check out our demo where you can see how it all works, and let's talk. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Donovan Bennett. I am the CEO of Millie Llama. I was part of Cohort 2. All right, Regis, good job. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, so my brother's my co-founder, and when we were growing up, my parents only spoke Spanish. They're from Honduras. So we saw firsthand the struggles of what it was for her to find a job. I'm biased, but they're both really smart. And my mother could only get a job as a housekeeper, and my father could only get a job as a janitor. So as I did good in my career in banking and finance, and my brother in advertising, then we decided, like, if we could just, work together to change the world and do something. We thought about how hard it was for our parents and the many people that don't speak the language or can't communicate with them, and decided, well, let's break the language barrier. If not us, then who?
Bueno. Next question. As someone whose wife is Mexican American, I definitely could have used co-voice when she was mad at me last night.
Let's talk. I got you.
But other than me, who is your ideal customer?
So I would say my ideal customer is anyone. But if I can get more niche, it's more lawyers. They use interpreting services now, so to use this wouldn't be too complicated. It's also businesses that have language barrier issues, but also that want to grow their clientele to a more diverse group. And also the cities, or Colorado, where, once again, we have huge migrant crisis, and those immigrants could be our parents. So I know there's value that co-voice can add to the city, and it's not just us. And that's where I see us growing from there.
Thank you. Regis with co-voice.
Thank you.
All right, guys, what an incredible show. I think we all owe them another heartfelt round of applause. I don't know about any of you, but I am ecstatic that I've just had the opportunity to sit in this room and see all of this incredible, innovative tech that is going to make waves in their industries. Incredible. So my name is Arias Evans, and I manage operations and events here at Access Mode. And I'm nervous, guys. I've been putting this event together all day. Woo. All right, so about me, my position, I was the first Access Mode employee alongside of our fabulous founders, and it has just been a really incredible journey alongside of them to see that they have truly been doing exactly what Access Mode is built for, providing excellent, exceptional founders with access to resources and opportunities. None of this actually is possible without a lot of our supporters and advocates. One in particular, when our CEO, Zanetta Kelsey, when she reached out to him to ask if he would mind lending his platform to come and speak to our founders here at Demo Day, he did not hesitate. He didn't hesitate because that's just the guy he is. So Phil Weiser, who many of you may know, he is in his second term of his position as our Colorado Attorney General, the 39th in our state. And since 2019, he has shown an unwavering commitment to He has shown an unwavering commitment to serving the people of Colorado, advancing the rule of law, protecting our democracy, and promoting justice for all. Before his time as Attorney General, he was the Dean for the University of Colorado Law School, and he's also served as a law clerk for our U.S. Supreme Court Justices, Byron R. White and Ruth Bader Ginsburg. He's also held senior positions in the U.S. Department of Justice in the Clinton and Obama administrations. The son and grandson of Holocaust survivors, Phil Weiser is deeply committed to the American dream and ensuring opportunity to all Coloradans. Without further ado, please welcome our Attorney State General.
I don't need this one. I would not miss the chance to be here, which is why I didn't hesitate to say I wanted and need to be here. Can we first give the whole Access Mode team a huge round of applause? This is not easy to pull off, and it is important that community shows up to cheer on and support the success stories that we got to see here today. We've got a lot of leaders, including the head of our Office of Economic Development of the state. Eve Lieberman is here with us, as you know. Wendy Lee has been working on the Energize Colorado effort. It is very important to all of us in the state that we be a Colorado for all, as our governor puts it, that we be an inclusive environment for everyone to have the chance to succeed. In my prior life at CU, I helped found the Blackstone Entrepreneurs Network and Startup Colorado. And equity has always been a key lens that we must bring to ask this question: who is getting opportunity? Who is getting to pitch? Who is there to support everybody? The work you're doing is really important, that we make sure that we show what inclusive opportunity looks like. The reason Colorado is so special as a place to start a business is because we support one another. Because we're always asking, how do we help you succeed? Because we're always celebrating others' successes. There are communities that are afraid to help one another because they think we're all competing with one another. They've got that wrong. We are all in this together. All of us need all of us. All of us support all of us. And all of us believe in what is the credo of our nation: e pluribus unum. From many, we are one. And there are many people here with different life experience, different backgrounds, but we are one Colorado, committed to all of us, helping all of us succeed and thrive. We're at a ground right now that we're going to look back and say, wow, look at what these companies were able to do. Look at what these entrepreneurs were able to do, and the people here will be a part of that story. Steve Foster just reminded me that within days, Ibotta, which was an infant when I recall us beginning this journey of Startup Colorado, and Brian Leach had a dream. They're going to be valued over $2 billion when they go public. That is a success for all of us. That is inspiration for all of us. And after you all are successful, you will continue to give to the community. You won't even be waiting to succeed. You'll give first. You won't be asked to give. You'll offer to give. That's the spirit that we have. That is what we are celebrating here today. It's an honor to join you. And I think we now get to celebrate a whole bunch of entrepreneurs. So thank you all so much. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much, Phil. Can we have one more round of applause for Phil Weiser? I am so proud of our Cohort 3 and all that they have accomplished during their 14-week program here. They did a phenomenal job performing or doing their pitches today, and we couldn't have been more proud. So good job, everyone. My name is Yael Berhane, and I am the Program Associate at Access Mode. And some call me the heartbeat of the cohort, and I assist with managing programming, managing the programming of our founders. So I'm so proud of all the hard work that Cohort 3 has put in. They show up day in and day out, and they give 100%. And one thing I love about Cohort 3 is how much they support one another, how much they pour into one another, and how much they help each other in building their business and achieving their goals. So great job, everyone. So we have some special acknowledgments for the founders who have participated in Cohort 3, who have displayed our core values of anti-racism, transparency, empathy, and accretion, and just to name a few. And they truly put so much hard work and dedication into their companies and their time here at Access Mode. So we have a small special token of our appreciation for each of you. So if you all can go ahead and line up on stage. I'm going to go ahead and say their names when you give it to them. So we have a plaque to give each of the founders just to recognize them and all the hard work that they put in. So first we have Jonathan Yan of Rome. Can we give him a round of applause? Up next we have Carl White III of MoveSpot. Next we have Johnny Gibson of Goits. And we have Amber Simon of Quiver. We also have Kolade Adekoya of Booked. And we have Jessica Acosta of ECS Compliance. Next, we have Damari Taplin of Ziga. And we also have Regis Arzu of Cool Voice. Next, we have Seth Azra of MoveSpot. And we have JR Austria and Tony Macarena of Funnel Cake. All right, so thank you all for all your time here with us. Up next, I'm happy to have Kevin Allen, our co-founder of Access Mode.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I can't give enough credit to these entrepreneurs. I've been up here a gazillion times. This is not easy to do. So one more round of applause for our cohort. You know, the Attorney General talked about our way of life as Americans and being rooted in this idea of diversity and being rooted in the idea that we have a competitive edge because we are so diverse. I got news for everyone here. We are under assault. Our very way of life is under assault. This year, African Americans received 0.5% of all venture capital. 0.5%. That's down. And probably the lowest level we've seen in what, about a decade or so? African American women, for instance, who start more businesses pretty much than anyone else, got only about 0.2% of all venture capital. Now, we know it's not talent that's preventing this from happening. It's not the talent. It's how we look at each other and how we celebrate each other and how we're objective in evaluating who it is that can rise to the top and who it is that can be successful. We as a community have an opportunity here to be able to come together and to help and support each other in organizations like Access Mode that do this day in, day out. First starts with showing up, starts with recommending companies, starts with having conversations in the home, starts with talking about what diversity means and how we celebrate it, not just in our own families and relationships, but in the world in general. And I think if we do that, we can help these entrepreneurs be in a position to be looked at as great entrepreneurs, and not as someone from Honduras or Colombia or someone who's black or someone who's Latino, but an entrepreneur who's got a great idea and guess what, has overcome more than anyone else to get that idea to the table. So let's start to celebrate that. I want to thank our Access Mode team, and particularly Samuel. Samuel, where are you? His hands for Samuel. His first cohort, he did an outstanding job, Sam. Great to have you with us. Great to have you here. Great job. And none of this happens without the Queen Bee. We all know who that is. My co-founder is absolutely amazing. And as someone who started a couple companies, she is, don't tell him, she's far and away the best co-founder someone can ask for, someone who's dedicated to this mission, believes in her core, in her heart, and is here for these entrepreneurs. And she could be out there making a whole heck of a lot more money than she is making here at Access Mode. But she chose to be here. She chose to show up. She chose to support all of you in this community. And we should thank her for that and celebrate her for that. But with that, I want to let her come up and talk about her journey here in this cohort and what we're doing here at Access Mode. With that, my co-founder, Zanetta Kelsey.
Good afternoon, everyone. Wow, the energy in this room, I can't stand it. It is too much for me. I am so blown away by everyone who has shown up today. All you amazing people online. We had like 200 people register to attend virtually. This is just crazy to me. When we started this dream of ours to help underrepresented, underserved founders, particularly here in Colorado, I just didn't even think it could get to this. Not that I didn't think it could, but I knew it would be really hard. And it does not happen just because you have a dream. People think, oh, you know, you vision something and, oh, it's just magically gonna happen. No. There are a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and just a lot of incredible support. And so with that, I first want to honor our sponsors. I want to thank Brandon Willis at US Bank. Can you please stand up? Brandon and Marcia have been incredibly helpful to us, and Brandon in particular has been with us since Cohort 1, giving of his time so freely to us, supporting our entrepreneurs, and supporting Access Mode. So thank you so much for the title sponsorship for today. In addition to that, I would like to thank Google, Google Cloud, who is our second level sponsor, as well as the Colorado Workforce Development Center. So thank you so much. And then our other sponsors, we have Denver Economic Development Office, so Loressi, Michael Beavis, wherever you are, thank you not just for the sponsorship of today, but for all of the hard work that you guys put in behind the scenes to support me, Kevin, the team, as well as all of our cohorts. In addition to Dito, Energize Colorado, where we got started with Wendy and Brad Feld. Thank you so much. And Scott, thank you. We appreciate Bonnie, who's not here, who provided that as well. And then the DIA Airport, thank you so much for your sponsorship. Chase Bank and First Bank as well, we thank you. Then I want to move on to not just those who sponsored us financially, because this individual in particular has sponsored us. I'm sorry. Actually, my founders are standing over here. You guys crushed it. Can you guys go sit down and just relax for a second? And Andres, can I borrow you? It's over here in this corner. One of them, go first. I need to really spend just a moment honoring someone who has been with us from the start. And not just supporting our idea when we were at Energize Colorado, but supporting me personally as a mentor and a friend, supporting my husband, supporting my co-founder, Kevin, supporting Access Mode. Wendy Lee, can you come up here for just a second? It's okay. Come on up here. Get on up here. Wendy has been more than a friend, more than a mentor. She has been somebody I can just lean on, and we all need that, right? Like, I provide the advice and the mentorship to these founders, but I saw somebody post something like, you can't offer offer to be a mentor without having been mentored. And I do believe that's true. And this woman here has been just that for me. So Wendy, and publicly, I thank you privately, but publicly, I just want all these people to know that you really are legit. And thank you so much for what you're doing. For what you're doing for Colorado with Elevate Quantum, the Quantum Consortium, for the ways that you are making moves for our state, for the people in here, and doing what Phil said, making it inclusive for everybody. So thank you so much. I love you. Can you help her down? Yeah, don't let me fall. In addition to Wendy, there are two other women, one whom is here. Makisha Booth, where are you? Yes. Can you come on up here, please? When Kevin and I were getting started, there were two women in particular. Makisha was one of them, who has been building this entrepreneur ecosystem here in Colorado from an inclusivity perspective for over a decade. And so I want to make sure you get your public flowers because you've been doing the thing, and I really love you and appreciate you. Jice Johnson isn't here, but she is the other person that I have been working with. Jice has founded the Black Business Initiative. She's founded the Economic Development Agency for Black Community. She has done so much in this community as well. She's not here today, but we really want to make sure that she knows, Jice, wherever you are, that we love you and appreciate you. And the same thing goes for the other women who, I can't say all the names because there's so many, but I just want you to know that as a woman of color here in Colorado, you guys have been doing the things before me, and I stand on your shoulders and very much appreciate you. So when we built Access Mode, we didn't know we had to build a board. You didn't tell us that until later. But we did, and so Kevin is our board chair. He has been in the grind with me from the beginning. We somehow were on the list for Colorado 2024 startups to watch, and I just celebrate him for that, and it's because of you that happened, so thank you. Thank you to our other board members, some who are here, some who aren't. I appreciate all of the help that you provide me and the guidance and just support. That's really, really what makes a difference. Onto the team. Kevin called them out, but truly, this thing works because of these fine people. I'm gonna start with employee number one, and I'm not gonna cry. Come up here, please, R.E.S. Evans. If that song, I Could Play the Background, was Arias, come on up here. She loves to be in the background. She does not like taking the microphone, but I made her this time. Yes. So that's why she was a little bit nervous, but she did a phenomenal job, didn't she? Yeah. Arias, thank you. Thank you for hanging it out from the beginning when we really didn't have anything. To when we had something, to when people pulled away their funding because of DEI, blah, 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 and we struggled this year, and now we're doing great again. Yeah. So thank you for all that you do, the sleepless nights, the getting things done, the bringing all of this together. This team doesn't work without your oil in the wheels, so thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. So there's a guy. His name is Sam. Yeah. He is truly amazing. I cannot say enough about this guy who came in. His first day was like the same day as Cohort 3 started. So imagine being program manager to a group of founders and it's your first day, same day as theirs. But he did this, did he not? Sam Hauser, get up here. Sam, thank you for being the robot that gets it done at Access Mode. There is something so special in this envelope. Wink, wink. You are gonna love it. We thank you so much for being 3 months at Access Mode and doing what you did. Thank you so much. Nope, not yet. Yeah. All right, so cohort 3. The girl in the the girl in the pink skirt, right? Isn't she amazing? Come on up here, Yael. Yael Berhane is the heartbeat of Access Mode. Whenever there is a problem, she is so cool, calm, and collected about it. Part of the thing we do with our team meetings every week is we just stop and give gratitude. We start our meetings by giving gratitude. We just take a minute and give some thanks. And most of the time, our thanks is to God and to each other. Thank you for showing up the way you did. Thank you for handling business the way you did. Thank you for seeing me the way you did. And that's why our team works really well together. And Yael, you are one of the reasons why we work so well together. And I just really appreciate you and love you so much. Thank you. So Andres is one of the co-founders for Cohort 3. He didn't know I was going to put him to work. Andres, thank you. All right, so we are drawing to a close. I forgot to thank X Denver. This is the location that our co-working space has moved to, and I just really appreciate the partnership that we have with them. They've done just a great job of welcoming us here and welcoming all of our people. Thank you to our Access Mode alumni. You guys, thank you for jumping in and doing the Q&A session. Thank you, Phil Weiser, for your keynote, and then for all of the incredibly special people that showed up today, here in person and online. I cannot tell you how much your presence, your texts, you know the birthday thing where people put on socials. Thank you for your texts, your calls, your cards, and all that part. I thank you for that. More than anything else, I also thank my husband, Derek Kelsey, because he allows me to do the things that I'm doing to help the people that I help, and I can't thank him enough. So Derek, wherever you are, hiding in the back somewhere, and all of my team volunteers today, yes, thank you. Thank you. All right, so this, for our mentors, CIRs, our chiefs and residents, and our subject matter experts, if you're in the room, please stand up. Please stand up. Darlene, stand up. Stefan, wave. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mariah, thank you. Tina, did you stand up? I don't know if I saw you. Okay, all right. She's our CFO and resident. I'm like, stand up. They made such a difference for Cohort 3. So here's my ask of all of you. Please, if you know somebody who can be a customer to one of you, listen to the companies that are here. You listen to the target market and the types of customers they're looking for. Access Mode works because we create access. Make a call, just say, hey, I heard a really cool company, maybe your organization might be interested. If you are an early stage investor, please talk to my companies, please think about investing in them, and please help us do the things we need to do to help them move forward. If you are someone who has subject matter expertise and one of these areas that you heard is kind of your sweet spot, sorry, Amber. That has a different connotation now. Please reach out and let them know. They're going to be at these tables on the side with their QR, with their information. Please visit with them. We're going to turn this now into a networking hour. We're going to have some food and some drink, and please hug a founder, say hello, and everybody, thank you so much for being here. Founders, Cohort 3.